that guy from that band singing that song to his high school students because he's a high school history teacher now?
No.
There are apparently you can find like over the years different instances of this guy with his acoustic guitar in his classroom being like, this is the story of a girl, and then answering questions about what it's like to be a one-hit wonder. Isn't that hilarious? It's very and the students, they're all kids, and so they're taking pictures, and it's like, hey, so my history teacher, he had this hit way back in the 90s that he wrote about this girl, God. And now they're married, and that's them, and it's That's funny.
Well, I'm recording now, so.
I read a mind-blowing thing.
Huh. Yeah.
That 70s show premiered in the 90s. If it premiered today...
Oh, no, don't do it.
It would be that 90s show.
It would be.
Sophie! Can't believe it. Welcome to Podlander Drunkcast and Outlander Podcast. I'm Allison.
I'm Julie.
That's Janine.
Hi.
We are as requested, and also... Oh, I almost got that instead. Oh, yeah. Julie and I are both drinking cream ales. Is yours also a cream ale? No, it's a... They make a cream ale.
A Heavenly Body Golden Wheat non-alcoholic.
Sophie, you're
They have a coffee.
all up in my
coffee,
fucking grill.
Guys, this is maybe
stout.
my third beer in like almost 2 months.
Ooh, that's a good sound.
I want you to know Julie's Secret Santa. Who's your Secret Santa? Lauren, that she just poured her whole beer in that thing, and there is so much room to spare.
Oh
that is
God.
a good size.
The actual beer doesn't even come all the way up to pamplemousse. The foam is on the
I didn't realize it said pamplemousse
on the back. Yeah.
That's... Y'all are cute. I was telling Julie, I had this, the sound you're hearing Janine make is, friend of the show, Kate Kulzik, provided us a box of her annual, my family makes a million Christmas cookies, and we give them to the people we like, with great care. Everything is separated, and it's the best. Anyway,
that looks good. That's
This
got some
looks-
almond
so he
lemon
made
on
appreciating
it.
Here's one of
Anyway,
these. Yeah.
as I was filling out my Secret Santa survey, I thought, you know what, this is like perilously close to the line in terms of Julie. It doesn't fucking matter for Julie. Julie is not a journalist. I'm barely a journalist, but I'm enough.
Stuff it.
But I'm like, I didn't go to J school. I don't. Okay. I report other people's news, but I have yet to break actual news myself, and I don't know that will ever happen. I'm primarily a critic anyway. Still, it's enough of a thing where I'm like, I probably shouldn't be accepting gifts from people. This is my job. I don't know. And then the second those fucking pictures started showing up, I was like, why did I do this? This is like, yes, hello, friends out there. I haven't met some of you. I haven't met most of you, but I've met a number of you. I've spent significant time, some of it highly intoxicated, with a sizable percentage of you.
It's true.
So it would not be unethical for me to fucking do a Secret Santa. I feel so dumb.
It's okay.
Anyway,
Do it next year.
I have FOMO.
Scottish FOMO.
That was good.
You know what? Thanks for translating.
That also, but it felt a little Fergus because I thought there was some French in there too.
FOMO.
FOMO. Le FOMO.
Two
Anyway,
girls, one moi.
so for people who aren't in the Slack, the Drunkcast Slack put together a voluntary Secret Santa, and very thoughtful gifts are currently flying not just across the country, but across this planet, which is extremely cool.
Yeah.
It's just the
It was
neatest.
really fun, and everybody posts their pictures of stuff, and it's just fun. People are having a good time.
Anyway, thank you to Laura for putting that together.
Yes, she's the one that started it, and I believe she's the one that built the spreadsheet. But don't quote me on that because there's so many nerdy bitches on there that love a spreadsheet. I'm not sure.
Yeah. We've got a Google Map now. That's Kelly.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Because of the Google Map, some people found out that they live extremely close to each other. That was very cute. Anyway, so it's a very holly jolly time in the old Drunkcast Slack. But that's not why we're here.
No.
Why are we here, folks?
Oh man.
Season 5 trailer.
Which none of us have watched.
No.
I'm here for the cookies.
Do it. Eat the cookies.
Just keep eating them.
Kate knows what she's doing. I remember from last year that these are really good. Julie, do you want one?
I just ate
Here's
one.
a lemon thing. Oh, hey, here are those tiny mints that we all loved last year.
yeah.
The little mints.
This looks like
meringue
a cookie ice
mints.
cream cone.
That's cute.
Oh, that is adorable. I bet that's very peanut buttery.
Good.
Anyway, I also have a quesadilla. I promise not to eat into the microphone. I know how some of y'all feel about that.
Oh my God.
So, there's also first Outlander sneak peek clip.
Oh, is that new?
It's from 5 days ago.
That might be the same.
Isn't that the thing?
I thought it was a trailer. It's not a trailer?
Nah, I don't remember what it was called. I know that
I'm
it's
just gonna
season
put
5 related.
Outlander season 5. Did it.
5 days ago seems right. That seems
yeah.
like the day that whatever this is that everybody's been
Season
asking for
5
is released.
When suddenly the
teaser.
entire Slack channel was like, "Hey, you guys doing an episode?
Are you
doing
going
an
to do
episode?"
this? You going to watch it?
Stars.
Thank you
Also,
guys for-
We
Facebook
are
page.
still
Yeah.
doing
Facebook
our
friends?
Swizzle Enough hot list. In fact,
we?
we
know.
we're doing it. It just December got crazy. I was telling these folks I very stupidly took a part-time job at the single busiest time of the year for me. I don't know what I was thinking, but too late now.
In
It's
like
too late.
In a very busy industry too. Like
Well, is it?
well, for that one, I guess you're
I
right.
believe. Oh my God! There is a Fraser's Ridge Yule log.
Yo, I did know about that.
What?
I'm doing that tonight.
I love. In fact, I have to go update what's on tonight. I did a 3 Yule log rundown for the AV Club and what's on tonight over the holiday break, and it was the Nick Offerman one and the Doctor Who one, and I can't remember what the third one
What
was.
do people do with the Yule log that makes it
that
about them?
Started, it was a Frozen thing. So it's usually the Nick Offerman one is. Have you seen that one?
Isn't it just him sitting in front
It's
of a
Nick
fire?
Offerman sitting in front of a fire, slowly drinking whiskey.
All right, that's cool.
It's
for
my
like 45 minutes, but then they released one that's the same thing looped over and over again so that it is 10 hours long.
Excellent.
It's my favorite gift.
It's just wonderful. And then the Doctor Who one, they do a different one every year, and I don't know if there's a new one this year, but there was last year, and it's like a cabin, and there's a fire, and then every once in a while you hear the TARDIS, and you see a shadowy figure in a long coat come out and warm her hands, and then she gets back, and she
Okay.
goes... I don't know what the Frozen one looks like. I just got an email about it from Disney Plus, but apparently, it looks extremely cozy.
Well, it's
is
supposed to be
1
in the
hour
big house,
and
right?
4 seconds. Yeah.
haven't seen that
You
yet.
know what this is missing? No. This had better go away.
Oh.
Here,
I don't need
number
sound in a
one-
fucking Yule log.
Oh, I
just
need
want to hear the
sound.
crackle.
Yeah.
Yes, I
But
need
I
the
don't
sound
need
of
Hold on.
fire.
Push forward a little bit. Does it go away? It better go away. Oh, fucker.
Nope.
No, that's too
No,
much.
wait, fuck that.
Too,
Oh, and that's Roger. Nope.
No.
that's too much.
Come on, you guys.
No.
I like
No.
that song.
Here, because here's the thing.
I
Now,
want
if
the
I want
crackly
this
sound.
homey scene, first of all, big problem.
It's
the
not-
fire.
the place
in
is
the
not big
house.
enough.
I mean, I suppose maybe this could be their bedroom.
Okay.
Maybe it's their bedroom because they do have a fireplace in their bedroom.
Okay.
But the big fire in the big house has to be big enough for a giant
Cauldron.
cauldron
Yeah.
thing, and to like push a pig in and shit, right?
Man, I hate
bummed
when-
off about
I
the
hate it when
music.
they do that.
Yeah, because now if I want to use this Yule log, I have to find a different Yule log and use the audio from that Yule log.
Actually, this raises a very important question to all nerds out there. See if you can help me. I've fallen into the Christmas romance this year, and I don't know what it is. I'm fucking all about it.
but, Christmas romance in general.
Just I'm a sap this year, and I think I was talking with Neil about it. I think it's because it's been so long since I waited tables that I finally kind of gotten over the hump of really feeling rage at this time of year. So I want my Yule log up on my TV screen, right? While I look at my big fat
Important note.
lights.
Nick Offerman one. At one point, you hear him go,
That's so awesome.
and other than that, just fire sounds. No music.
I found a
no
good
language.
one on YouTube that's literally just the fireplace and the crackling
Yeah, that's
logs.
my favorite
and
one, too.
it's the full screen, which
Yeah.
is what I wanted because I wanted it to look like there's a
Yep.
fireplace.
Yeah,
in the
Oh,
sure.
corner.
I'm familiar.
Is there a way, y'all, for me to have that, including the fireplace sound, but then use my speakers or something to play Spotify from the television? Is that even possible? Or will I have to use my phone and like the Bluetooth speaker instead of my stereo system?
Well, so if you had it, well, I know on Xbox you can do it. Because
Okay.
like the app on Xbox is built in a way where Spotify can play over the games you're playing.
Okay.
So it can play in the background while you have like
But will it do that with a video
Mm-hmm.
in addition to a game?
Yeah.
Would it take away the crackle sound though?
I didn't do. I think I did it a little bit, and I just didn't like it, so I got rid of it. So I couldn't really tell. Yeah.
I think what I'm going to end up doing is when I have my next like zone out in front of the Christmas window time, I'm just going to turn on the Yule log and then hook up my Bluetooth speaker in there with my Christmas in Soulsville. By the way, if you've never listened to that Christmas album, you're welcome.
Oh, I'm familiar.
It's best.
Other Christmas albums I'm rocking out on at the moment. The Casey Musgraves Christmas album is
Yep.
legit. It's very good. I made Julie watch part of that special with me.
It was cute.
It's cute. Stupid, but
Yeah,
but
but
like
cute. Like
like Cupid.
In an old like 70s variety show way.
Very old-fashioned, corny nostalgia.
Ooh. That reminds me too. There's another one right now that's a little bit like that, but it's just the album. It's Anna Gasteyer, and the name of the album is Sugar and Booze.
Oh, it's so fun.
It's great, and it does have that kind of like older Christmas, kind of like 60s, 70s kind of vibe to it.
Cool. I got really irrationally mad because when they released the first single from that, which was the Maya Rudolph one, which the premise of that one is she goes on vacation and is like, fuck everything. I'm staying here. Fuck my stupid boss and my stupid boyfriend and fuck all of them. I'm going to take care of me. And it's delightful. And everybody misinterpreted it. Like I read 3 different news articles that were like about her trying to find a present for her special someone. I'm like, yes, her special someone is her. She's getting rid of the shitty boyfriend. The special someone is her. As if Anna Gasteyer would ever.
Never.
Anyway.
What's another one that you're listening to?
I am usually touch and go on Idina Menzel's voice outside of like a story, right? Like your Frozen's, your Rents, etc. But her Christmas album is kind of delightful. And she does I've Got My Love to Keep Me Warm with the Billy Porter. And it is a delight.
Yay.
It's that harmony is great. They both sound like they're having a great time. Anyway. And then just always and forever, the perfect pop Christmas song, All I Want for Christmas Is You.
You saw that it hit number one for the first time.
For the very
this
first
week.
time, that is mind-blowing.
I love it.
It makes me so happy.
And
Did you watch her Billy on the Street?
No.
Oh, God,
it's
it's so
not
funny.
my favorite Christmas song, but I appreciate it for what it is, which is a perfect pop Christmas song that came along at a time where there wasn't like a lot of popular Christmas music made between, like the late 60s and the early 90s. It's now it belongs in the same like canon as Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, frankly.
Let It Snow.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
I can't listen to any Christmas music except for big band, Sinatra, like old timey stuff. That's like basically my jam.
Ooh, I have a
You should
weakness for
try
country
some-
Christmas music.
Jose Feliciano.
Okay.
With a little old Spanish guitar. That shit's pretty righteous.
Yeah.
I just, especially if...
Old
'cause
time country would be fun too.
My favorite kind of Christmas is slightly sad. Like, not sad, oh, I'm so lonely, my life is so hard, but like...
Melancholy.
Yes.
I mean, I'm with you on
Like a
this.
little, because the best Christmas songs all have that, including All I Want for Christmas Is You, have like a little twinge to them, right? Ooh, and country, that's part of
It's
why I'm
all
so
twinge.
high on that Casey Musgrave. There's the song, when I made,
Oh no, that's okay. We're still
recording, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
we
so
just can't hear each other. We just sound muffled now. Oh, one muffled.
when,
okay, you're back.
when I made Julie watch that special with me, it got to a song that she was doing by herself, which is called Christmas Always Makes Me Cry. And I'm watching, and like Neil and Tom and Julie are all various degrees of engaged at various points. And I'm mostly watching just because I wanted to. We had just watched The Irishman. I needed a fucking break. So, which The Irishman is excellent, but I needed a minute.
Yeah.
So I'm watching Casey Musgraves do her thing. And all of a sudden it gets quiet and everyone's listening to this song. And then I hear this. And I turn, and Julie's sitting there and she went, "You're right. She's pretty good."
Yep.
It's just
I've been a damn sucker this year. I just
John
don't
Denver.
know.
John Denver.
You know,
Christmas
who got me just recently? It's the pentatonics
Pentatonics.
version.
That is
Their
that's my retail. I cannot.
Their Hallelujah though, I can't tell. Like I listened to that 3 times in a row, cried 3 times in a row. Got myself like I go through an emotional journey with that song. That's
Christmas music, I don't know what it is. Even with the kind of sad stuff, I never really get all that sad about it.
It's not sad so much as like
just
find your
melancholy,
heartstrings.
like
a little
another year is ending and we're coming
sentimental
together.
and
Sentimental. Yes,
nostalgic.
sentimental is the right word.
yeah.
a little bittersweet, maybe.
Sophie, don't choke yourself on the cord. Okay. You guys, I want everybody to know that Sophie's okay. She's very old. She started taking painkillers, and she likes them a little too much.
Ooh, this is a big cookie.
Get in there. All right.
So excited about this.
So we are thumbs down on the Fraser's Ridge Yule log.
Double thumbs down.
It's
Yeah.
the cardinal sin of a Yule log. Don't put music over it.
No. Seriously.
I will select my own music.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I will accept, like if it's, I don't know, Dolly Parton's Yule log, and it plays Dolly Parton Christmas music at a volume where I can still hear the crackling. Then I know what I'm in for. I don't want fucking instrumentals. I don't want elevator music. I certainly don't want like choirs of children singing. No.
No.
It's gotta be environmental too.
I want my Ella
Yeah.
Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I want her, in addition to the crackle, I definitely don't want to listen to the Outlander theme song.
No.
It's a very pretty song.
But no.
No.
I want to hear a little bit of like chimney howl too. I want to hear a little bit of that.
Ooh,
Oh,
like
yeah.
some wind outside. Ooh.
I like the crackle and then the occasional like boom because a
Because
log
the log
kind
hits.
of yeah. Yep, that's what I like. Okay. Gotta move my mic
There's
here.
so much lemon in this one. I love this. Sorry, that's what this entire episode will be. Is just me eating cookies. I'm
You've
sorry.
been pretty good about keeping your face away from the mic.
I appreciate it. Well, thank you for telling me. I was
Yeah.
worried.
Like, you've been pretty good about it.
Oh, hey. This is Outlander, the Fraser Kitchen ambient room. Watch, this is going to be better than Yule log.
Already better.
Oh yeah.
That's way
That's
better.
way
It's
better.
a million times better.
You can hear bubbling.
Ooh, bubbling.
You can
Oh,
hear
see?
bubbling.
That's the big fireplace. So that is their
Yeah.
bedroom. Because you can see the big...
Oh, and they got the howl.
There was a wind
I
howl.
like it.
Oh, yep, look for baking and shit.
Oh, yeah, you can hear the wind outside. Yes, that is better. Use that
In
instead
fact,
of...
I may actually use this. It's not gonna be Nick Offerman.
It's got a little extra helping of Hoogie, or however you say that shit.
Yes.
Nick Hoffman,
Higgy.
that guy. Man, oh man, I love
love
that
him.
guy.
Okay.
I just wanna get a
Dublin
hug
murders,
from him
Dublin murders,
sometime.
Dublin murders, Dublin murders, Dublin murder. They really... I must have missed it. Outlander. Yule log. Was this not official?
No, it was official,
No, I
and
think
it
it's-
was
I
like
think
last weekend.
It's not on the Stars channel.
I think it's the
let's
sneak
just try
peek.
Outlander. Well, that also is not on the Stars YouTube channel.
Oh
Outlander America.
No.
no.
I mean, it's gotta be real, right? Oh, hey. Sam Hewen was on The Tonight Show 3 days ago.
Yeah, because guess what?
Oh, I know. I'm
What?
very sorry.
What happened?
It's a travesty.
What happened?
Here's the thing. What if it's great?
I'll tell you.
Think about what that's going to do to your opinion of Sam Hewen if it's great.
It's a hard row to hoe.
Oh, I know, but it could be great. Sam Hewen is playing Paul Newman.
Oh.
Julie and I share a special. Well, actually, no. It is a mutual but separate, deep-rooted Paul Newman appreciation.
Paul Newman is an American hero. Like
Yeah.
he
Yes.
is. There is
And-
something special about him.
Literally
Well, and
the
a
most
stone
handsome
cold
man
fox.
that's ever lived.
Sure. I mean, I've seen the salad dressing bottles. I know
Well,
that.
it's because he's the most what's the word when it's the
Symmetrical?
same? Yes, he's the most symmetrical face ever on film. Did you know that?
No, I
Yes,
didn't
it's
know
true.
that. That's like a fact. Interesting.
That's what makes him so good on camera. And Neil and I got into a really long conversation about it the other night. And it's not just that he was born gifted genetically.
Yeah.
It's that he was also a really fucking good actor.
Very good actor.
Yeah.
And a good director.
Right, and a good person.
Yeah.
So it's just like he's a hat trick of hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Well, if Sam Hewen can pull that off, that's gonna be a big deal.
No, I don't want to really see it. It's in a movie about Patricia Neal and Roald Dahl, so he'll have a very small part because it will only be about his role, Paul Newman's role in HUD, which he starred in with Patricia Neal.
Yeah.
But that's like the hottest Paul Newman, and I'm just a little bit shook, and not in a good way.
okay. Here we
Okay.
go.
All right, sneak peek clip. First Outlander 5
Wait, I'm gonna open.
X01 sneak peek clip.
I'm gonna open up my
Pamplemousse.
LaCroix Pamplemousse with this one.
All right.
Fizzy.
Did they? Maybe this was on TV and somebody taped it. Because this is not. It's really weird. Okay.
Hi, Outlander fans.
We are here because we have something special for you.
To help all of our dedicated fans get through Droughtlander, we are
Fucking
going
she
to
said
give you a little
Droughtlander.
peek at the first episode of the new season.
Yes, so without further ado,
Look at his
Enjoy.
wig.
Oh, good, a Vista. Sorry.
So we're back in Scotland.
Okay. Was that Larry's place, wasn't it?
Pamplemousse knee porn. Everybody was right. That is some sweet knee action.
Dude, put those
He looks good.
views away. Oh man, he does look
Well,
good.
he's younger.
Oh my God, are we gonna meet his mom?
She's gone.
No, he's not.
It's wee Jamie.
With an oath, Jamie Fraser.
Baby Jamie.
When you were no more than a week old and a bonny lad at your mother's breast, I knelt at Ellen's feet as I now kneel by yours, and I swore to her, by the name of the threefold God, that I'd follow you always,
Oh my God.
to do your bidding and guard you back when you became a man grown and was needing such service. She's gone now. But I'll always be with you.
Damn.
Always.
Well, until I'm gone, but I mean, let's not really get into it with a 5-year-old, I guess. Okay, good. I was about to say, is that all they're gonna do?
Lose your head.
Big house.
Here.
Just kiss. Oh, is he gonna shave him? That's hot too.
Looking like you've been to the war and back. Not today, anyway.
Oh, wedding day.
That's funny.
Nervous about what the day has in store for me, or that you have a blade to my throat. But for you, a day off from working on the house, at least.
Yeah, first in a wee while. We have a floor under our feet now and a roof above our heads. Couldn't have done it without the help of some of the men.
I do like
Indeed,
it.
I cannot
kinda
thank you
like-
enough for the gift of this cabin.
Middle-aged
My
Jamie with his
grandson's
little
the
glasses
grandwoods now,
on.
could we?
I was thinking about in the loft. Bree said she'd draw up some plans for me to follow. So,
Yeah. Have you the right tools?
well, they say it's a bad tradesman who blames his tools for his lack of skills. Oh. No, I don't suppose I've done much building or farming, for that matter. Nor do I know how to drive a horse or cut a deer or wield a sword.
This scene is very funny.
But I'm sure I'll find a suitable trade to provide for my family.
Until that time, you'll have to rely on the skills and trades of others. Here. The ring. You asked Mert to make for Bree.
Thank you. Oh, I thought perhaps... I only expected copper and brass.
Well, this one is certainly fit for my daughter.
Oh, wow.
We are so excited for you to see the new season.
It's funny that it was all just the one scene,
the
but
only place you can see season 5.
Outlander returns February 16th.
Only on Stars.
Huh.
Okay. Which is this is obviously the most important question. Which is most jarring? Sophie Skelton, British.
Katrina
Sam
Balfe,
Huon,
Irish.
less Scottish, or Katrina, Irish.
To me, Katrina Irish.
They're all pretty. Richard Rankin sounds exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all pretty jarring. I often forget. Like, I think in my head, even in Spy, that's like an accent, and it is obviously he's like dialed the the Scots way back. But I forget when I hear him talk just normally, I'm like, oh yeah, you really goose that shit up, don't you? Yeah, you lay it on thick. You know exactly what you're doing.
You get him in the old haggis.
Katrina's the most jarring to me.
Yeah, and I think that's just because we've spent so much time listening to her talk and voiceovers and everything too.
Oh yeah, the airy note, like, oh god.
Oh no. Okay, well, there was lots of Murtagh, so I assume that is exactly.
I was very pleased to see Murtagh. It looks like we're going to get some flashbacks to baby Jamie, which is interesting, and I'm wondering if that's going to have something to do with Bree's baby. Like, I don't know if it'll be some kind of like paired thing there.
I mean, we're in totally uncharted territory. I've got all kinds of in the book stuff that we can talk about at the end with both those scenes. But I thought I think they were both pretty good.
Yeah, good scenes.
The second one was funny. The first one was not. They found an American Girl doll. The child looked like, no, well, you're too old.
No,
for
I know
American
American Girl.
I know American
Trust
Girl.
me.
I mean, I'm sure you all do, but
Jeremy and I used to
did
go
you
every
have
Christmas
one?
Eve
My
just
sister
to walk
had one.
around the
Cafe.
store. Yeah.
My sister had one.
sister
I
had
had a couple.
Well, that adorable child
Looks like an American Girl.
looked like Felicity specifically.
Oh, yeah.
Specific.
Well, she's the redhead.
Yeah.
With the cheeks and the.
That's the
all
one my
that.
sister had because my sister's redhead. So,
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I had Samantha, who people always say is like the rich bitch. And that was true, except for Samantha was constantly trying to support the workers' uprising. Samantha was working from within the system. Anyway, I didn't choose her, but she was hardcore. Nice. Yeah, so it was a little startling to see our dearest Pamplemousse not aged
Re-youngened.
up.
Yeah, re-youngened.
Irishman, only with just
that was terrible.
normal, no makeup as opposed to CGI.
Oh, it was bad.
I thought that was great. I thought
it was interesting that both scenes were very intimate two-person scenes, and there wasn't a lot of like. Because remember, was it the teaser thing that we saw earlier where it was just like a whole bunch of people running around and red coats everywhere, and it's confusing, and it's just so much action and shit, and you're just like, I don't know what happened. This was the opposite of that, and I enjoyed that aspect of it.
a little sneak peek. So before I just spew
In the book
what
it.
knowledge I have, and again, uncharted territory, especially with the Murtagh stuff. But what do those two segments make you think about the season? Like, if you're gonna sort of divine what might happen in this season, what conclusions would you draw?
Oh, I think we're gonna lose some. We're gonna lose someone.
I think Murtagh's gonna die.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a very
I mean, he's not even supposed to be alive right now.
Yeah.
In the book,
He's
so
on borrowed time.
Yeah, he's on like weird time that doesn't exist. He's on some like fucking future looper shit.
Yeah.
He
got in the
Murtagh's,
Gemini.
man. No.
Murtagh's gonna die, and the kid is gonna be a big thing.
Young Jamie.
No, the Bree's
Jemmy.
kid. Yeah.
Have they said his name?
No, but that's okay. I'm sure if it's a little boy, she names him after her dad, right?
They call him Jem. Jem or Jemmy. Yeah.
So I think the kid's going to be a big deal, and maybe Jamie's relationship to the kid is going to be kind of a big deal. But definitely Murtagh's going to kick it.
And it seems like I feel like that little conversation around like Roger finding his way in that time, I think that's going to be a big.
But yeah, to be like just a normal person in 1967 or whatever it is, and then go back to the Revolutionary War times, be like, I don't know how to shoe a horse. I don't know how to drive a wagon.
He could be a teacher.
He could be a teacher, but in the like frontiers land, there's probably not a lot of
Like
opportunity.
What's he going to teach?
Yeah.
Definitely not shoeing a horse.
No.
People will be like, what's blood? And he'll be like, well, platelets. Oh, fuck.
God damn it. It would be really hard to be a history teacher at that time and realize that you can't talk about anything past up to where you are. You'd be like, there was this guy. His name was, you know what? Never mind. Let's go. Let's go back.
There's this thing that for money reasons, if nothing else, I'm sure they won't get into, where occasionally either Roger or Bree will sing a Beatles song in the past.
That's funny.
It just makes, because then you're like, was it?
Where did it come from? Right.
This also, I'm not going to consider this a spoiler because you already know Roger is a musician and you already know that he is interested in historic music because he does the conventions and shit. So it should not surprise you to know that as Roger is spending his time in the past, he is sort of recording the songs that he encounters, and who knows if he'll actually do it on the show. But it's just funny to me to think that like someday in the future is going through a box of artifacts and they find like a collection of papers and it's all like
Eleanor Rigby.
right? And then all of a sudden there's Yesterday.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, fuck, Paul McCartney's a plagiarist. Nope.
Where did he find this?
Time travel. Wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
The revolution is going to be a big thing in this one too, isn't it?
Was it the tiny George Washington glasses that gave it away?
I think it was a lot of the running and jumping and playing from the first
I don't
thing.
actually know.
In the first one.
Yeah.
I think in this book, it's still going to be mostly
Leading up
who
to.
knows what they're going to do,
Right.
Right. But it's been a while since I've reread these books. But if memory serves, because the lead up to the Revolutionary War was long.
Yeah.
And the interesting tension, which you've already seen in the previous season, so it's, again, not a spoiler that it continues, is Jamie trying to figure out how long he needs to stay on the good side of the law
Right.
before he can and should switch to the
rebels.
revolution, right?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to get killed or go to jail.
And also he knows who wins.
Yes, but obviously both because of what he believes and because he knows who wins, he wants to be on the other side. But if he starts speaking out against the British government based on the terms of his indenture, whatever, his pardon and all that shit.
And all of his property.
Yeah. He'd be fucked. So I've always found that very interesting.
I think the inflection point is going to be when Murtaugh gets killed. I think it's going to be related to the British people finding him, hanging him, and then Jamie joins the revolution.
Ooh, you know what?
Yeah.
I can see that, bro.
Well, it's they certainly set up
I gotta go get a beer. I'll be right back. Keep talking.
Murtaugh as rebel leader
Yeah.
at the end of the last season.
Yep.
I'm curious. I'm not going to say too much about the roles that Murtaugh might be filling because, like we talked about with Diana, but also have talked about on the show, he is at this point an original character, but also sort of a composite
Of like a couple
existing
things, yeah.
characters.
Well, now that he's outside of his death, right? They're kind of turning him into something
He's
else.
a free agent. But a lot of the things he's doing are sort of linked to existing storylines, specifically with the Regulators and with Jocasta. And those two stories are extremely different. So it'll be interesting to see which pieces they pull from which.
We're probably going to see Jocasta this season then.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She doesn't come live on the ridge or anything. There'll be
Why
less.
would you? Sweet fucking house.
But she and Murtaugh, they're going to spend some more special time together.
Oh yeah.
I am sure they will.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
They were
Small silver fox doing it.
they were a feisty couple. I liked
That's
it.
feisty.
I dug it. I'm into it.
They had kind of an old George and Martha thing going on without the years of abuse.
Instead, it's just years of simmering sexual tension that both of them thought was one-sided. I'm very into it. The only way it could have been more is if they were forced to share the same bed.
Oh no!
Oh, gosh.
What will happen?
I love it. It's my favorite stupid trope. I love it so much. Or for safety, we're gonna have to pretend we're dating. I love that one too. I love that shit. So maybe some in the book stuff.
Sure.
If you want to read the book that corresponds with this season, the 5th book in the Outlander series, which I think is The Fiery Cross.
I believe it is.
Which hopefully they're going to call it The Fiery something else. I remember watching the teaser. There was a big fiery thing and it was not a cross. And I thought, probably good.
Good idea.
Because at least in the book, it's easier because you've got point of view chapters for Brianna to be like, what? And for someone else to be like, no. We're way predating the clan here. This is a Scottish thing. It's not a white supremacist thing. But TV is a visual medium. Right. So then it's just a burning cross.
Right.
So
right.
anyway, if you want to read that book and experienced it, and experience it sort of unsullied and unspoiled, skip ahead. I don't know.
Or just stop listening
Or
now,
stop
but
listening
we know
and
you
come
bitches
back,
won't.
Whatever. I am warmer on this book than many other Outlander fans. It's an unusual structure.
If I may, one question.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the boat book as compared to this book? Like season 3 book, whatever it was.
Well,
I know, not the TV show. Forget
okay,
that.
because it's hard for me to divorce
I know
the two.
because it's terrible.
I mean, the books get more complicated and, let's say, less edited as they go on.
Baby tree.
Yeah, there are some storylines that I don't love in in all of the books.
Right. But you do
But
like
this
the
one,
fiery cross.
I'll say the thing I like about this one is the thing that most. Well, you know what? We're going to pause a second. Julie's going to make it sound like we're not pausing, but I just have to. I want to check my facts because now I'm in my head about this. The Fiery Cross is a book by Diana Gabaldon. It is about some people who traveled in time.
Why would I pause on this?
Yeah, this
This is
really
quality content.
When
gold.
they did the traveling in time, they also did a lot of fucking.
Will there be
It's
more
the
fucking
Outlander
in this one?
show.
Oh man, I hope there's more fucking in this one.
Me too.
There
Season
will be
2 and 3.
I
were
mean, there
fucking-
are twice as many couples. Well, actually, thrice as many couples
Oh, that's
to
true.
fuck now,
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
but not enough Tobias Menzies.
No. God, he's so good on The Crown.
He was good on The Crown. You know?
He's very good on The Crown.
Yes, okay. All right.
Okay, you
So-
got it. You got it.
Okay.
Okay, we're back. We're back.
So the thing that's interesting about the Fiery Cross is it, you know, when this is an analogy that will work for the two of you and not for many of our listeners, but I'm going to go for it anyway. You're looking at like
Going for it.
a progress bar on audio, and you can kind of change how big the waves are, right? Like you
Yeah.
can say like, I want to be able to see in this stretch of space 6 seconds, or I want to be able to see in the exact same size of space 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they just compress or go wider.
Yeah.
This one goes wider, right? The whole first chunk of the book is one day
Oh, okay.
at the gathering, and it's Roger and Bree getting ready for their wedding, and Jocasta and a character who is not at this point in the series getting ready for a wedding that has absolutely nothing to do with sex. So it's also not.
It's completely
It's
different.
like a very different thing.
but it's like a huge chunk of this large book is devoted to one day.
Well, and the structure of the book, it's not
That's cool,
like
though.
exclusively here's one day, here's one day, here's one day, but it is almost that, right? Then both weddings kind of get, or at least one of them gets kind of thrown off because of a bunch of political revolution related stuff. So then in the next chunk, there's another long day and another wedding, and this time they're at Jocasta's house, and there's a murder mystery, which is extremely my shit. Like, I want that immediately. And people are having conversations in woods, and you're sort of piecing together events after the fact because you're getting from a bunch of different points of view on the same period of time. And it's like that. So I'm extremely into it. There are some problems. It moves very slowly, but it's also, I mean, it's like a Richard Linklater movie. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're just sort of spending time with the characters and seeing how they react to different things. So there's a whole, like, it's almost like a mini heist, only it's attempting to get babies baptized by a Catholic priest who was arrested. So they have to like smuggle the babies in it, and there's a whole ruse, and people are creating distractions to get the babies back.
I hope that's in there.
Me too. Here's the thing. That conversation that Roger and Jamie are having, Roger and Jamie. Yes, Roger and Jamie.
Yeah.
I meant to say Jamie and Roger and said Roger and Jamie, and my head told me that I had gotten both names wrong when really I got them right. I just said them backwards. But it meant the same thing. I'm so tired, you guys. I stopped counting my lists, by the way. And I still have one more. Only one more, though.
That's good.
One more list. Just the one.
So that scene with
Yes.
Roger and
so
Jamie.
that is obviously in the big house. Or if not in the big house, maybe it's in Jocasta's house. But Jocasta's house is so palatial that I
I don't think so. It felt more cabin.
So I think it's, and also he says, and thank you for the cabin, and which is the cabin they were living in.
Sure,
which
the
was
crate
their
and barrel cabin.
Yes.
Yeah.
It will now be Roger and Bree's, and they have the big house. So it's obviously already different from the book because they are not at that gathering when they're talking about the wedding. Now, maybe Roger and Bree are still at the gathering, but just don't get married there. And so they have to do it again, sort of like the Jocasta wedding, which now isn't happening, has to be rescheduled because that wedding, I mean, who knows, maybe Jocasta does get married, but not to the person she was marrying
Does
originally,
the
and not for the
gathering in
reasons.
the book happen in Scotland or in North Carolina?
North Carolina.
Okay,
Yeah.
because we've already established that there's a huge Scottish presence.
It's the place that Roger sang at, where he and Bree were gonna knock boots, and he slut shamed her inexplicably.
Yeah.
That place is where the gathering was.
Okay.
That it's not North Carolina in the books, so they moved it specifically to like have them be on the same space. Anyway, and I'm a little bummed. There's a lot of like Claire having to being very frustrated and cold because she has to constantly keep washing cloth diapers in a cauldron over a fire because there are too many babies. And Jamie keeps bringing people by for Claire to feed. So she keeps having to recalculate all of the food she has and how many people can feed and like rejigger exactly how much everybody's going to get and stuff. There's a lot of like fucking in the woods. A lot of trying to track down what people are going to wear when they're getting hitched and various intrigues and fun things. Besides the murder mystery, which it's a murder mystery, I have to love it. That stuff is my favorite. I know there are a bunch of you, because of the Books channel on the Slack. I know there are a bunch of you who are just gritting your teeth right now. I looked at Janine when I said that. There was no reason Janine hasn't read these books and barely watches the show. Yeah. But I'm like Kelly Bodden, among others, right? Like there are a bunch of people in the Slack who are anti. Let's just hang out at the gathering, and then let's just hang out at Jocasta's, and then let's just hang out on the road, all that stuff. But I'm sort of pro. I think there are big problems with the books. I think the fact that it slows down and kind of takes this very human pace is not one of those problems. I would love it if there were a 4-episode stretch that was just different perspectives on the same day. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh yeah, that would be great.
Give me that character shit. I want that. I want Claire and Jamie on the road and hot pess. You know, like yes. I want that stuff. I want to slow the fuck down. I don't need so much plot. I need character.
We don't need the what's the Last of the Mohicans where everyone's just running everywhere.
Yeah,
we don't need that. Yeah, we just need some good old time.
Character.
Get some time in there where we can have some sultry looks at each other.
Yeah.
Long conversations.
Yeah.
But I'm the
dinners,
person
dresses.
who thinks the second to last Harry Potter movie is maybe the best one because it's the one where they're just camping in the woods and not getting anything done because trying to save the world is really hard.
Yeah.
People hate that movie,
People
and
really do hate that movie.
all wrong. They're extremely wrong. It's the only one where they feel like people. Anyway,
I don't remember any of them well enough. I know my favorite book was the one with the Triwizard Tournament.
Goblet of Fire.
Yeah.
Do you remember a very pretty, unexpected animated sequence that was kind of creepy, and it was a story of the...
I remember the Patronus, but that was earlier in the story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
this
no, I
was
don't
like
remember.
pen and paper animation.
Maybe I didn't actually watch that one.
Julie, someday we'll get high and watch Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1.
Oh wait, is that the
how
one?
disappointing J.K. Rowling is?
Yeah. Oh God, she's in the fucking mix. What an idiot. Is this the one where somebody gets crucified up in the air?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Nope, that's Half-Blood Prince.
Okay.
That's a scary sequence, though.
Yeah, it is.
They fucked up Half-Blood Prince. This is another. Someday
Hot takes.
we'll do a like a Harry Potter bonus episode for the Patreon feed, and we'll get
You will. I don't know shit about Harry Potter.
We'll get Tori B.
Okay.
to come on the show, and Tori and I will debate the Harry Potter adaptations.
There you go.
Hey, Tori.
Hey, Tori, you want to be on the show?
You wanna talk about Harry Potter adaptations with me?
I just heard her scream from wherever she is.
You felt it in your
yes,
bones?
I did.
Time travel. Anyway, so there are already big changes outside of Myrta being alive and well. I share your fears that maybe this means he's toast.
Yeah.
Because that conversation we've already heard them talk about that conversation because when Claire and Mary, right?
Yes.
Mary, we Mary,
Mm-hmm.
get attacked in Paris.
Oh, yeah.
And Myrta takes it so hard because he was supposed to be guarding Jamie's wife and he failed and he fucking offers to let himself be killed or some shit. They have already talked about this specific oath. I think they talk about it again before Culloden. But in the books, when there's a long time where Myrta is occasionally mentioned, but where his fate isn't revealed, and you get this. She does a really good job of this. Actually, you get the sense that it's just a thing we're not hearing about because Jamie doesn't think about it. And doesn't talk about it. And at one point, several books after it happened, Claire asks, "Hi, Sophie.
Get in the chair."
And she mentions that she had never asked what happened to him because she knew from research or because he would have been where Jamie was, I don't remember which, maybe both, that he had died, but didn't want to ask because she knew it would be too painful. But when Jamie is preparing to go into a battle or a fight or is experiencing some kind of personal turmoil, he often feels a presence on his left and a presence on his right. And the presence on his right is Dougal, and it only happens after he kind of makes peace with Dougal, and Claire sort of overhears him having a conversation with him, either with his spirit or in his head, whichever you prefer. And talks to him about it. Oh, listen to that purr.
I don't know if can you get the mic in there?
Oh, that's so cute. I like it.
She's very breathy about her purr too. You can hear her voice.
Here's
in her
what I
purr.
want. Here is my
Oh my God!
Yule
Yule
log.
log plus kitten purr.
Yes.
Oh, we just made $1 million.
We just made $1 million.
We can make $1 million on
Who
a
do we
Yule
know
log?
with a fireplace?
Chicago.
Does Liz Bagby have a fireplace?
Maybe.
Wait, the Grafton. We can go to the Grafton.
Y'all, you might have to edit this out. Seriously, this could actually make money.
Okay, I'm looking at the thing. All right.
Or don't, and it'll be funny. But what if somebody steals it? No, seriously.
fuck it.
No, we are gonna find a fireplace. You've got fancy camera shit.
We can do it.
We'll record like an hour of a fireplace. Somewhere, somehow, some way, we will figure it out. We're gonna make this happen. Then we're gonna get a bunch of audio of Sophie purring, Nancy purring, whoever else purring, and it'll just come in and out in waves because cats don't purr nonstop, right?
No.
Just it'll be like the person watching the fire just put a little couple of scritches.
Yes.
And then
And
maybe
it's real.
Just maybe occasionally ice cubes.
This sounds like so much fun. I'm down.
Yeah, we're doing this. We're doing this. This is how we make our fortunes. Are you kidding? Xfinity is going to pay us money to put this shit on demand.
I would love that if that's how we all made it, was our Yule log.
With kitten purrs.
Kitten log. No, that doesn't sound right.
No.
No.
The perfect Yule log.
Yes. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the one.
I'm sorry. I feel bad.
But
it
don't.
is.
But
it
don't.
is the one.
It's the one.
No music.
Nothing.
No.
No.
Fire.
Crackly fire.
With
occasional.
with occasional thud. Some of this.
Occasional.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's going to be Chicago.
And
Is this going to be like, and if it's a Chicago thing, we can have like the windows rattle a little bit because it's going to be an old building. Maybe hear a radiator click.
Ooh, radiator sounds.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And then occasionally the very faint chime of somebody else's bell.
Yeah.
Because their delivery's here. That would be a true Chicago Yule log.
And then it's
Or train in the distance.
oh yeah. If it's my building, it's a child screaming below you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
It's the worst. I don't know how for downstairs neighbors. I don't know how they're so loud. They do such a good job at that. Yeah. Anyway.
You guys, nobody's been in the unit above us for several months now because the owner's trying to sell it, and I've got to tell you, it's a gift.
Yeah, I bet.
It's amazing, and I've tried to get Neil to pony up and buy it like 3 times.
Just buy it.
What if I just put a stairwell in right there?
Dude,
And then
that
we
would
could
be
have a double. We could have a
sick.
townhome.
Very
Bob
Liz
Newhart.
Lemon and 30 Rock.
Yeah.
Or like Sex in the City when they waited for that old lady to die so Aiden could knock down that wall. Remember
Yep.
that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Patty.
Where were we?
We were talking about
We were talking about why
Kid
you
New Look.
Yeah, why you were like why you appreciate this book so
Yeah,
much.
so on the one, well, no, we were talking about the Murtaugh on your left thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dougal on
So
your
he has the
yeah.
Dougal conversation, and then after he has that conversation, he sort of says his Dougal on his right. But Murtaugh is the one that just is always there, and he always feels like Murtaugh is with him, and it's that conversation. That whenever he feels that's referring to, and obviously there is a very big war coming. So
Sure.
Whatever happens,
I think Murtaugh's going to get caught. I think Murtaugh's going to get caught in his revenuer stuff. I agree. Regulator, yeah. Revenuer would be the ones that we're collecting, right? The exact opposite of what he's doing.
I think so.
remember when he brings Jamie to that meeting and he's like, "Hey, hang on a second, man. Hello and welcome."
Yeah, and everyone's like, Murtaugh!
Jamie's like, "Oh,
Oh, it's deep.
oh shit."
Damn, I didn't know it was like this.
That scene when he fucking walks in that blacksmith shop and he's there, and Jamie's what? And then Murtaugh turns around and he and for that to be the fucking, isn't that the same episode as the Brie? No, Brie has to be later.
No, man, I think it is the same episode.
Oh, they didn't have to go that hard.
They went hard.
Oh, and then remember Fergus jumping in the front of that group.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
I really like that. And then there's Granoli with the carriage. It's
Good shit.
It was
Good
good.
shit.
That was a real good shit.
It's good shit. Also, Coinface being there for Brianna.
Ooh, we're going to see Coinface this season.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good.
Because right now he's her cover, right?
Sort of. Roger's back, so I think Roger's going to get in there.
I think they break their engagement. He's just the fucking best.
I mean, damn right.
I love that character, and he's just so fucking good. David Barry is so fucking good. I was thinking about that the other day. I want him to get more work. He's just very good.
Yeah.
You know what I want for him? I want some fucking Netflix Christmas movie so that a whole bunch of people on Twitter can be like, "Who's that guy?"
Oh, yeah.
That's what I want. Like the kid in To All the Boys I've Loved Before, who now is a big deal.
Is that a thing?
I don't even know. I'm too
so
old for
out
that.
of it. I'm so
You're
out of this.
definitely not. Oh, trust me.
I know that there was a first one, and now there's a second one.
There's about to be a second one. Yeah,
I do know that exists, but it's not my...
you like a rom-com.
Yeah.
It's
Not as
good.
much as some people do.
I mean, I don't like a rom-com as much as some people do. But
I
that
surely
one,
don't watch the Hallmark like Christmas movie shit.
It's good. It's, you know what it is? We're gonna have to pretend to date. It's one of those.
Oh, okay.
But it's the woman who's the lead is very, very good, and yeah, it's charming, extremely and colorful, and yeah, thumbs up. Sisters, lots of very sistery stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm a big To All the Boys I Love Before fan. I'm not sold on most of the Netflix rom-coms. Like, I thought Set It Up was fine, and
What's the one with Ali Wong and Randall Park? I like that
Always
one.
Be My Maybe. I thought that one plot-wise was like pretty ordinary.
Oh, yeah.
But they were charming, and that fucking Keanu Reeves section in the middle.
And the guy who played Randall Park's dad, too, was super good.
Very good. Very, very good.
So, yeah, and Keanu was just fucking
that
great.
whole sequence was so fucking funny and good and wonderful.
And then at the end, the song.
Anyway, if you like that one, 12 the Boys.
Okay.
Korean family. The dad is John Corbett. 'Cause their
As
dad's
in
white.
Aiden?
I think so.
As in Northern Exposure /
He's
Aiden /
very good.
Applebee's in your
He's
neighborhood.
if it's not John Corbett, it's somebody in John Corbett's lane of a similar stature, but I'm pretty sure it's him.
Bill Pullman. Is there anybody else?
It is not Bill Pullman. 2 all. It was one of my favorite movies of last year, honestly.
That's cool.
I'm a little bit worried about the sequel because it's a different director, and the director of the first one I thought was really wonderful. But I liked this so much I read all the books.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good purring.
Do you really?
John Corbett. Yes, it was John Corbett.
No, what I should have said was Northern Exposure / Sex in the City / Applebee's in your neighborhood.
God, it's good purr. Oh, and you're nudging it.
Yeah. She's not even on her moon drops right now.
Good kitty.
Moon juice, I'm sorry. That's what we called it.
And then and again, I don't think this is a spoiler because they talk about it in this clip. You are correct that Roger's skills being things that are mostly only useful in the future.
Yeah.
Is a thing.
Yeah.
Imagine that you meet your father-in-law, and first of all,
He's
you
Sam Hewen.
first encounter your father-in-law
When he beats the shit out
as
of you.
a story where you're like saving from the witch trial, tossing a giant log with
Paul
your bare
Bunyan.
hands.
Paul Bunyan.
Fucking legend, right?
Yeah.
Like larger than life. Then you have to go searching for him through history. Then he's so wonderful that Claire straight up goes back in time knowing it might kill her and that she might never see her daughter again. That's how good this dude is. Then you see him for the first time and he almost beats you to death.
Mm-hmm.
And then essentially sells you to the Native Americans.
Father Sting.
what's that
Never
gotta-
forget.
what's-
Father Sting.
right?
What's that got to do for your self-esteem? Where you're like, this awesome dude
Just
hates
Yes,
me.
he could not hate me
Hates
more.
me.
Then
Fuck.
all of a sudden it's like, I was wrong.
Sorry,
I'm
brah.
sincerely sorry. I fucked up your life. I recognize this. I'm going to try to make it right. And of course, it's a great apology because he's good at everything except for not puking on ships.
Weak semen.
Weak
semen.
Yeah.
And then
Sophie, save some for later.
after all that, you're like, okay, we're cool now. And now all you have to contend with is the fact that your father-in-law is on his second house that he's building with his bare hands in the middle of nowhere on land he got from the governor of a state just because he seems like a cool dude. While he's feeding his family with the animals he kills, sometimes with his bare hands.
Oh my God.
And you have a nice singing voice. Which, to be fair, your father-in-law does not.
No.
Yeah.
Can't carry a
But
tune in a bucket.
that's what you've got. You've got a nice singing voice and a bunch of very bad decisions you made with that man's daughter. And a nice head of hair.
Hairy chest.
Hairy chest.
There was a whole argument on the Slack channel about whether or not hairy chests are a thing for ladies.
Oh, I saw that. And
They're real. I'm
wasn't-
sorry. If
wasn't
you don't
the-
agree with me, you're wrong.
It
wasn't the
depends on the chest.
Well, and
And
age too.
And the person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I will say, like, if you're gonna go full Alec Baldwin prelude to a kiss, that's too much for me.
Yeah.
That's like literally like a carpet on somebody's chest.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna look like Hugh Jackman in the X-Men movie when he first turns around as Wolverine, yes, please.
Oh yeah.
Do it again. Turn around again.
My chest hair is starting
around
to go
again.
gray.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's not a surprise. You've been gray up top for a long time.
Yeah, but you know, like there are certain areas you just kind of want that not to show up.
Do you have
Yep.
your? Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that happened a few years ago. Now it's showing up in like droves. I'm
I
just
have
like,
not
good
yet
God.
gotten that.
Ugh.
I have not had my first silver soldier down below.
Oh my God. It's just like, and like it's when the light catches it and like you're just distracted and you look down, you're like, what the fuck?
God damn it!
Come on. Just for men.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Just for men is just
wax.
bullshit.
Just wax.
Just for men looks terrible. Men, I know that at least 2 of you listen to our podcast.
You're very nice.
Don't ever dye your hair with Just for Men. It looks really bad.
Who's ready
Don't-
for another cookie?
Don't do your eyebrows. My dad did that once.
Oh no!
Oh my God, he looks so ridiculous.
Why?
I don't know, someone said something and he thought he'd try it. And then he did it to his, and he had jet black eyebrows.
Chocolate thing?
Oh my God.
That's terrible.
That's really
I'm
funny.
sorry, Mr. Pagel. I'm glad they grew out.
Yeah, that one took a while.
Oh God, I saw I wish I could remember what it was. I finally saw the worst version of the Brian Urlacher hair loss billboard.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
It was the worst one. It was a very bad pun on his name, but it wasn't Urlach hair, which seems like the
come on,
obvious
it was
one.
right
That's
there.
really, yeah.
It was something else. Anyway. Patty.
The first time I saw one of those billboards, I was just like, why? You were so kind of like that brute, handsome, like big man with the bald head and like angry face. Like you had that working for you. Now you look like you got baby doll hair.
Just goes to show you that we all have insecurities.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
And that guy who could literally kill
Kill
anyone,
you. He could break you in half.
he was apparently concerned about his head.
Yeah.
Brian, your agent here. I've got an endorsement for you. Oh, is it Nike? No. Oh, is it Reebok? No.
No.
Oh, is it Gatorade? No. What is it? Hair replacement. Fine.
Sounds good.
Wait. Do I have to get it? Yes.
Ugh.
How much money? A lot.
How much longer do I have in this football game anyway?
Can you remind me how many college educations I have to pay for? A lot.
Or wait a minute. I'm sorry. What's your name? Oh, it's a terrible football joke right there. Used to love it. Now I can't watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, these are like white fudge.
I'm gonna eat all the fucking cookies. Quit trying to pass in my direction. No.
Every time I find one that has 2 in a bag, I just keep passing. I
just
eat
throw
one,
them to
then
me.
pass them to Julie.
No. So no other Outlander related content to speak of right now. It's just that
I mean, we made that ambient room discovery.
we
That's
did.
a big deal. Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
That's, you know what?
Oh, chocolate.
If ever, hypothetically, I get to speak to Ronald Moore,
Oh my
the
God.
very first thing I'm going to say is, I know you had nothing to do with it, but I want you to know. The Outlander ambient room video, far superior to the Outlander Yule log.
Here are the reasons why. A, B, 3.
You know what? Hold on. I'm going to do this really quick.
Are you gonna tweet about it?
Later, but not right now. No. I mean, I'm definitely going to tweet about it. I have very strong opinions about Yule logs. No, what I'm going to pull up is Doctor Who Yule log.
Oh,
yeah.
We're gonna
I
do
want
some
you to
compare and
hear.
contrast Yule log,
I
but
watched the-
also the TARDIS sound kind of has. I have a fraught relationship with the TARDIS sound.
Why is that?
Because when I was a kid and they would show commercials for Doctor Who on PBS, it would usually be late at night. And it would be like when I was watching by myself and I was trying to sneak downstairs to watch Monty Python. And that was already a little bit too weird and freaky with stuff. Anyway, that sound kind of freaks me out.
Well, it's infrequent.
It's very holiday to me. Like, it's, I
Yeah, that's the sound. It's that sound and the sound of a fax machine are the two sounds I hate.
that feels very CG, though.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's animated.
I mean,
Oh, and then you get the little, what's the name of the screwdriver?
Sonic.
Sonic.
You just got a little bit of that.
See?
Yeah, that one's fine. I can do without the sound of the. Hey!
That was a big jump.
Was she trying to get on your shoulder?
Yeah, she's also startling real easy these days.
And then the other what? Let's do.
Yeah, well, this one I'm gonna love. This one's gonna be like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, that's the wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have been dreaming of this day my entire life.
I mean, we could just do this now.
That's not it. I accidentally clicked on the wrong thing, but I don't feel bad. Okay, here we go.
yeah, that's great.
I love that you can
But
just
I
hear
gotta
them.
tell you, when I want a Yule log, I just want the fireplace. It's I do love Nick Offerman, but
See, the visual matters to me, but nowhere near as much as the sound. It's the sound.
Yeah, the sound is what makes a good U-log. Like, that's the most important part of the U-log, because you're not going to sit and watch the log. You're going to go do things.
Now we're going to try 4K relaxing fireplace with crackling fire sounds.
Okay.
that's good.
When I did my road trip this summer, like, part of the reason I did the road trip was so I could have a fire every night, so that
Campfire.
I could listen to it and just hang out.
That's the one I use.
This is yours?
Yep.
3 hours bonfire. Oh!
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a camp log one.
That's not quite right. Here's what not to do.
Fuck this.
But no, turn it off. Terrible.
Fuck that.
It's terrible.
Don't do that.
It's an
Why would you
embarrassment.
do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Embarrassing.
Why would you do that?
You know what you should do?
Birchwood crackling fireplace.
You know what a better one would be? If you here's an acceptable use of having any sort of music like that. It's you see a phone on a table, the ringtone happens. You see someone reach in.
No.
Fuck that.
Ew.
Someone
wait.
reaches in and they turn their phone off.
That's funny.
That's it.
That one's okay, but it's kind of quiet because maybe birchwood isn't as poppy as like a hickory or a maple.
It burns really quick. Yeah.
I'm learning so much.
It's a lighter
Now I'm
wood.
gonna see how bad the frozen one is. Talk amongst yourself. I'm gonna
Oh
pull
my
up this frozen.
God,
shit.
I can't.
I mean, it might just be frozen.
I need to find new content. I've been watching Star Wars for the past month.
Well, have you seen the new one?
I saw it today.
There's
Right on.
so much content. First of all,
I don't know. Don, I don't know.
just text me.
I know.
I literally have nothing else in my brain. All I have
Is this
is content.
Is this gift to give me?
just say, Allison, I want a sitcom, no laugh track, dry humor, genuinely sentimental. Or I want space, but not, well, you would never say this. I want space, but not too sciencey was what I was about to say.
Orville is actually a really
I
good
want
show.
a family drama that's occasionally funny. Or I want animated but sad. Like, I have nothing else.
You're like a personal like content bot for me. You can do like here's my factors. What do you got?
Hey, you out there, you boy, what day is this? You listeners, feel free anytime when you're like, what should I watch? Just fucking tweet me. I've got nothing else going on. And by that I mean I have a lot going on, but I am always looking for a reason to procrastinate. Oh boy, just like, oh God, I've just got so many opinions. I will talk to you about Dickens. I will convince you to watch Dickinson. You can hear my evil spiel again.
Well, you said Dickinson, but it made me think of Dickens. What's up with this fucking Christian Bale Night Before Christmas? It looks stupid.
Are you thinking of the Guy Pearce
Sorry,
Christmas
Guy Pearce,
Carol?
whatever, they're the same.
So, different actor.
Same white guy.
No, very different.
Whatever.
Different actor, different story.
Yeah.
At least I still got there.
You were there.
It's bad. I reviewed it last night. Don't watch it.
Okay, thank you.
He
I wasn't
is
going
an excellent Scrooge, and the cast is pretty good. But it's like, what if A Christmas Carol was darker, and we made it not particularly uplifting and not cozy, but also not all that scary, but kind of gross. Plus, let's add in childhood sexual abuse. Yeah, let's do this. A Christmas Carol. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, let's do this fucking thing. Yeah.
That producer's room. Whoa.
Yeah.
It's Stephen Knight who did Penny Dreadful. It's
Fucking A, of course.
thumbs down.
Oh, but I like Penny Dreadful.
Neil likes Penny Dreadful too. I couldn't get into it.
Oh, I really. Ava Green was like,
Thumbs down.
massive crush for her. I guess that's goes without saying. So we.
Hold on, I've got to check this Yule log. We've got to do this properly. Bum, bum. And then we're gonna wrap it up.
Hoo-ah!
Janine just signaled to me.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to like censor you.
Excuse me. I've got places to be.
No, I don't. I don't want to. I did. Now it's a thing.
Wrap it up.
I didn't want to like. I wanted you to give you an out. You know, like.
I'm looking for the frozen Yule log. It is recommending that I watch a Muppet Christmas Carol, which is good. It's my favorite Christmas Carol.
That was a very good one.
Fun fact, the opening of my review of the terrible FX Christmas Carol was about the Muppet Christmas Carol, specifically because there is a line in the opening song that is a bunch of nice little Muppets singing on a corner, and they go, "He must be so lonely, he must be so sad. He goes to extremes to convince us he's bad. He's really a victim of fear and of pride. Look close and there must be a sweet man inside. Nah!" And the Muppet Christmas Carol does in 15 seconds what this Stephen Knight Christmas Carol attempts to do in 3.5 hours.
Boo.
Where's the frozen
And also
Yule
has
log?
I'm Michael Caine. I'm Michael Caine. I'm Michael Caine.
I'm
that-
taking this very
I'm
seriously.
very seriously acting against Muppets. I'm Michael Caine.
I love that's like
Have never, will never phone it in.
I want that to be a full bit
Okay.
of like, here's Michael Caine doing Fight Club. I'm Michael Caine. Box. Wrong movie.
Wrong.
You know what?
Is this the Frozen one?
What
Oh,
gave
it's
it away?
it's the Norse big fireplace, and it's like in a mansion, right? So this is her parents' house, the king and queen's place.
Yes.
And then is there songs?
Pretty good so far.
This one's fine, but once again, the fire part is just too small.
Oh, it's pretty good. They didn't overdo it with the music at all. They did add subtitles, so you know the fire is
Well,
cracking.
those are for me. I was transcribing the Muppet Christmas Carol last night.
No, that one just sounds like a traditional Yule log. And that kind of makes sense, though, because Frozen takes place in an actual, like, winter place.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
like,
Good job. You know what?
good
Disney,
job, Frozen
Good
Yule
job.
log.
You've made a lot of mistakes this year, Disney, but that Yule log's not one of them. Okay.
But they made $1 million off the Yule log.
Disney's doing okay.
I know.
You think?
Disney doesn't need your help.
No, they sure don't. Patrons. Where's our list of patrons? I don't know why I went ET just there.
That Comcast commercial.
You know, okay, so back to doing retail for the first time in, well, I mean, but Provisions is different.
Yeah.
Also, I get to choose my own music. It's a very peculiar blend of like Christmas music and occasionally not Christmas music. Like for some reason they're including, and she's very good in it, but this is an odd choice, the Renee Zellweger versions of Judy Garland songs from the Judy soundtrack.
Weird.
So it's like clang, clang, clang when the trolley, right? But it's not Judy.
Yeah.
And then there's Adina, and there's a lot of pentatonics, that's one of my like I just can't. They have lovely voices. I'm so glad that they make so much money at Christmas time. It's not.
Oh, they only get one song from me. It's the Hallelujah. I don't like all the rest of it.
It's too
just
much for me.
just the Hallelujah.
There's the Adina. There's all this shit. But one of the things that's in this mix is the soundtrack to Home Alone. It's my favorite. Dun, dun, da, da, da. It's John Williams. Dun, da, 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 dun, dun, da, da, dun,
Did you hear? Did you see the thing on Twitter where they're remaking Home Alone, and then someone was like, "You guys should just cast Macaulay Culkin as he is now, and not explain that he is that age in this remake." Like, so he's like 40-year-old Macaulay Culkin getting left home.
Is this real?
Yeah, and Macaulay Culkin was all down for it. He's like, "I'd do that."
Well, except for now he'd get arrested.
Except for now,
Because
he's like
it's-
literally trying to kill people.
Because those movies are about a small boy attempting to violently murder two criminals.
and like fillet and
Yeah.
like literally
Light on fire, one of
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
That's what the Redacted was so funny about, was they turned him into the Saw guy, and you know
Oh,
what?
man,
It's
I'm
real.
So, I'm so sad that
It's real.
I
It was
missed
really good.
that.
Kevin
No.
did a concussion count. He did a really good job.
That's
it was
good.
really, really funny.
it's too
Okay. As always, thank you for listening. I don't know that we're going to be able to do another one of these before the new year.
Oh no, it's New Year's is in a week. No way.
Well, we were
were
talking
talking about-
hypothetically about doing like a New Year's Eve day one.
Well, what do you guys do? You guys have New Year's plans, right?
I think we'll talk off mic.
off.
Mike. But obviously, we will be back soon because the Outlander preview information is going to start coming fast and hot. We'll be doing our Swizzle Enough thing in the build up because that actually works out perfectly because now we know it's coming back February 15th.
16th.
16th. But regardless, it's the boning weekend. So it's like perfect, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
V-Day.
But thank you so much for listening and for supporting the show. Happy holidays to you and everyone you like. And if you're feeling generous, also the people you don't like. And definitely the people you don't know because you don't want to come down too hard either way on that. Right? Like,
Yeah.
let's be safe.
Yeah.
Happy holidays to everyone but Donald Trump.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Basically. Well,
Yeah.
and anybody, and then everybody who isn't around him. I'll fuck all of them. But everyone else, happy holidays. We especially want to say happy holidays to our wonderful patrons, all of whom we will list in a minute here. But I want to specifically shout out two of them at the moment who both one just in general and the other specifically in the last couple of months went the extra mile to make sure that our Slack channel is a wonderful, positive space for people to hang out. So Laura, thank you for organizing that amazing Secret Santa. It is bringing people so much joy, and that makes me so happy. And just this like physicalization of this connection that people are having, it makes me so happy. The other is our dear, wonderful Kiki the Wise, who, when I said, hey, how would you feel on days that Julie and I can't be hanging out in the Slack all the time if you happen to be around, being kind of like the unofficial Slack welcome wagon for people when they join, making sure they know how to use it and aren't just sort of lurking and they feel comfortable meeting people and all that. She said yes immediately and has been kind of a one-woman, hey, welcome to the conversation, in addition to just being very supportive in general. So thank you so much, Kristen. I'm sorry, Kiki the Wise, for all of your help, support. Sophie wanted to chime in on that one too. Oh, you just staring me down, honey? Are you okay? And thank you to all of our patrons, but especially Amanda Newton, Jen Lander Drunklin, Trish McCrary, Dr. J, Lori McGuire, Katie Kirshner, Beth Locke, Jenna Polkowski, Tanner Cole, Rachel Townsend, Steph Peterson, Tara Lucchino, Catherine Marshall Eastman, Chantel Salters, Mary Lumpkin, Crystal Nanavati, Ann Gibson, Molly Layton, Ruth McCormick, Karen Marlowe, Flourish Root, Friday Payton, Kathleen Moniz. Hi, Mom. And where's the person who gives 10 but is on the 5 tier? Viv Pickles, which is Laura, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Laura. And everybody else, too. You're all amazing. Thank you for making this show possible, for listening, for supporting, for saying hi on Twitter and on Facebook and everywhere else that you do. And I don't know. There's got to be a... You know, I feel like we should play the Outlander Yule log, only then we all have to listen to the Skyboat song.
No.
Won't.
Let's just put on a Yule log and we'll fade out.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Fade out on a crackle.
Pretend,
you like, wait, let's see
on.
if I can get Sophie purring again.
Yeah.
We've got to put some logs on the fire and put our feet up with our spiked hot cocos.
And my my LaCroix pamplemousse.
Well, none of us is drinking hot cocoa, so you can just be drinking hot cocoa with no booze.
She's
in it.
not. She's
fantasy.
not ready. She's not ready.
Wait a
Sophie's
second.
not ready. We might have to go. We might have to go sans purr.
Okay. Well, I also don't have a Yule log ready yet, so hold on. You've got a minute to get that engine going.
Oh, it feels very cozy.
I'm just gonna click this one and hope it's a good one. Oh God, Hogwarts winter music and ambiance. No. Ambiance, sure. Give me Hogwarts ambiance. Just like small explosions in the background. All right.